Thank you, Sarah, and good morning to a few of us on the West Coast, and good afternoon to everybody else. I see we have 250 participants. So, Susan, no pressure at all.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
No, I'm kidding. We're at 18. So, anyways, hey, welcome everybody, and welcome to this may be the third or fourth virtual PeopleSoft Reconnect Dive Deep virtual conference. So 2024. I am Marcus Bodie, the president and founder from Spear MC Consulting. There I am. There I am a very long time ago when I was younger. And I'm joined here today by Susan Carinante, who I've worked with a very long time. We essentially started our careers together back in Chicago a very, very long time ago. And Susan, you want to just say hello?
Hello, everyone.
All right. Well, I hope everyone's having a great conference. Let's get right into it. This is an exciting topic, PeopleSoft All Access Learning. But let me just talk a little bit about Spear MC. So we are celebrating our 20th anniversary this year. We started the company in 2004. We have been an Oracle partner since 2006. We are synonymous with PeopleSoft. It is 100% of what we do, all things PeopleSoft. We are also an Oracle University authorized training partner and education reseller. A little bit more about what we do. We do, like I said, everything PeopleSoft, PeopleSoft Consulting, PeopleSoft Managed Services, PeopleSoft Training. We're SOC 2 certified and Gartner recognized PeopleSoft vendor. So next slide, please, Susan. Just all the things we do. I'm not going to talk to you about each one of the boxes. I will, however, talk to you about the top right box, PeopleSoft Training. It's how we started. I started this firm as an PeopleSoft Envision trainer and PeopleSoft General Ledger trainer. And that's where we got our start in 2004. And it's something that we hold close to our hearts. And we're now one of the only authorized PeopleSoft training organization that Oracle recommends. And there's essentially 4 products, 4 services. Obviously the live private training, in-person, live virtual, Oracle guided learning for PeopleSoft, which many of you have already heard about. We're doing several of the sessions this week. We're an Oracle University reseller, be it learning subscriptions, and today's product that we're going to talk about, PeopleSoft All Access Learning Pass. And we're going to talk to you about what the product is, how the product is maintained, how it's updated, and then also how it's delivered. And Susan will be leading us on a demo later. So thank you, Susan. Let's go to the next slide. All right. There we go. Okay. PeopleSoft training. So learn from an Oracle University partner. PeopleSoft public training classes. So we consistently on a monthly basis, we refresh. So part of the agreement with the PeopleSoft team and Oracle University is that we're constantly releasing and refreshing new classes that we offer to the public, right? So clearly you can always call us and be like, hey, I'd like to have a People Tools class for my organization, and we'd happily do a private training class for you all. But we also do public classes, Campus Solutions, People Tools, PeopleSoft, what else? Financials, and also Human Capital Management. And so you can scan the QR code. And then the next slide, I want to talk about just some upcoming training that we have. So currently in the last couple months of 2024, we have a very popular query class that's coming up for HCM, OpenSearch, which used to be Kibana, and a maintenance workshop specifically for administrators. And this is a very, very popular class. And then January and February, again, a lot more query, both for financials and Campus Solutions. And if there's ever anything that you guys want to see, email Susan and we'll evaluate it and get it on the calendar. So Okie doke. And just a little bit more about, who SpearMC is, how we look at ourselves. A lot of times when I give a presentation up on stage in person, I like to talk about SpearMC and how we interact with Oracle, which different parts of Oracle that we spend a lot of time interacting with. So the Apps Unlimited time, they're your licensing folks, your tech reps, they're the ones that run OCI, obviously PeopleSoft Roadmap, the PeopleSoft Product Strategy team, Paco's team, Rebecca's team, and then Oracle University. So these are kind of the four groups within Oracle that we interact with, and we kind of see ourselves in the middle here. Okay, so there we go. We're a few minutes over. So let's get into all access learning. And Susan, at what point do you take over from me?
You go over these slides, and then when we hit the demo is when I start.
Okay. Then you just let me know when. Okay, what is PeopleSoft AALP? All Access Learning Pass. And this isn't rocket science. This product came from the Oracle University, I think it was a technology learning subscription, and they may have called it something else 5 years ago. So we started reselling this product 5 years ago from Oracle University, and it included PeopleSoft, Hyperion, JD Edwards, EBS, and I think a few other the on-prem products. It didn't include the cloud product. And through reselling it, we also had visibility into the content, right, and what it was all about. And many times we resold the product to customers, and the feedback we got was very dated, very old, not relevant. And we took a look at some of the modules that were highlighted, and they were absolutely right. And it was it was disappointing to see, because you saw how much Oracle charged for their unlimited learning subscriptions versus what they were getting in terms of they were getting content, but the content wasn't recent and relevant. And we felt that, hey, look, this is something we do. More and more of our training is virtual, therefore we can record our training. Why not record it, then curate the training, put it into a library, and let people pay on an annual basis, or pay once and then pay, a lot like how you license PeopleSoft. And you're constantly getting new, every time we do a new training class, every time we do an updated training class, we curate that training class, right? We remove any, any dead spots. And I think Susan can cover this in a little bit, but we put that into All Access training. So that's where it came up, right? We felt there was a need. And, we also went in, where we think is a much lower, much more attractive price point as well. So always on, always updated training. Like I said, not rocket science, and we make it very, very easy to use. And again, you buy it once, and then you pay 22% a year for support and maintenance, just like PeopleSoft. What does it include? 24/7 access to all of our PeopleSoft training, all modules, campus solutions, financials, HCM, ELM, people tools. There must be 30 different people tools, courses, topics out there. All viewable, all fully downloadable. You can download the videos. In fact, we suggest that you download the videos. So you're not dealing with buffering or internet or anything. You download the video and you watch it. It's an MPG file or MPEG file, and you watch it at your convenience. You can download the PDFs, the training materials, the desktop procedures, everything. We want to make it easy for you to get motivated to learn PeopleSoft, because that's going to benefit the entire ecosystem. Okay. PeopleSoft recording training classes, learning webinars, the demonstrations, they're all added on a quarterly basis. Susan will cover that later. We have 20 minutes left. Training material is kept relevant by a dedicated team of PeopleSoft content curators. So after every class, we curate the class, right? We make sure that it's when we move it to All Access Learning Pass, that it's exactly what you're looking for, okay? And we do this oftentimes when new PUM images are released, new tools versions are released, okay? And for those of you that want a dedicated PeopleSoft training environment with the latest POM and the latest tools release, we make that available for all access learning pass for AALP. For AALP customers, there's a hosting fee, a nominal hosting fee that applies. But if you're on an older version of PeopleSoft, you want to learn a newer version of PeopleSoft, you want an environment to train on. We can make that available for you. Okay, thanks. Okay, I'm not going to read all this to you, but you can see there's a lot here. Just go on the website, and we constantly update this. Okay. Pricing, so $14.95 one time. Okay, one time. It's not $5,000 a year. It's $14.95 one time, 22% a year. Okay. Content restrictions, there are none. You learn via your browser, or you download the content to your PC, your servers, and talked about content updates. We update quarterly, if perhaps even more frequently. Oracle does it. So, okay, Susan.
Yep. So here we go.
Okay.
Yes. Go back here. So PeopleSoft All Access Learning Pass, also known as the AALP, is hosted on Box.com. So here we have Box, and we have our main folder with the PeopleSoft All Access Learning Pass. And I'll go ahead and within this box, we have our 4 modules: financials, people tools, 4 pillars: financials, people tools, HCM, and campus solutions. To start with, I will go into the financials module pillar. And within the folder, we see all the modules and any other pertinent documentation. This product is very easy to navigate and very intuitive. You can sort by when the folders have last been touched and something's been added, updated, uploaded. And we also can sort by name. I prefer this one. Also within here, you can see that I have tagged the titles with new if they've been in the past quarter, been updated or uploaded. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to start with asset management. And here within asset management, since this is our entire training library, modules can have more than one class within the folder. So this happens to have 3 classes, one from 21, 23, and then our most recent one here is the past quarter. So I'll go ahead and select this folder. And here within this folder, we have the course agenda, the training deck, and the associated recording. There are a few different ways to view these documents. One, we can just click. Let me refresh that. Sorry about that. Click on the folder here. And you can view within Box for the agenda. And then also to the right, you have the 3 dots. Click and download. And as you can see, it just went ahead and downloaded my document. Same with the training deck. And this happens to be the training deck that's associated with the recording. It's very detailed. It's about 100 pages long. You can go ahead and download that also, either from right here after clicking within the document or on the previous screen right here. And then for the recording, we have the recording here. And this happens to be a 1-day course. And we always suggest for recordings to go ahead and download them just to avoid any bandwidth issues, buffering, and whatnot. However, for this quick demo, I will just go ahead and click on the recording, which is an MP4 file. And here we go, is the recording. I will back out of that again. And let's head back to the main folder here. Very easy, top left, PeopleSoft All Access. just want to touch on, we'll go into HCM. And just as you can see, we have within the titles, it dated as new for the last quarter. And then any module that has recorded training will also be stated within the title too. One easy thing to do is to search for modules and topics. Up here in the top in this search files and folders, let's do PeopleSoft security. And automatically it starts to populate folders, files, documents. We can select either you want to search everywhere within Box or within the folder that you are currently in. So I'll choose the folder I'm currently in and then come down here, select on PeopleSoft security. And here we have the whole list of your folders associated with PeopleSoft security, your documents, your recordings. And within this, then you can go ahead and just click on, for example, a security folder. And once again, you have your associated files, you have your main training deck, course agenda, an additional training deck on security audit, your associated recordings, and then some additional SQL files. So once again, I will head back to the main folder here. And as you see, it's a fairly intuitive, easy to navigate product. One last thing also I wanted to let you know is we do any courses that we deliver throughout the year, they are added and uploaded to the AALP. And we also send out a quarterly newsletter that states which courses have been uploaded and updated, and also show you which public courses and free webinars are coming up. And that's what we just went over. And here is a sample of our April newsletter stating what the courses, new courses we have, updated courses. And then you don't quite see in this demo screenshot, but it has a list of our upcoming public classes and webinars. So that's it. That's basically our demo. So thanks so much for attending, and we're all set.
All right. Thanks, Susan. What about, walk us through, or maybe one of the questions I have is, because I know we're spending a lot of time, especially recently, on just improving, really looking at some of the, because we've released this product now 4 years ago, right? So, when I would say with PeopleSoft, while certain modules, I can't even think of one off the top of my head right now, but there's modules out there that you could take training that's 10 years old and still get about 80 to 90% of the modules. But some of the more recent stuff, especially like around Kibana, open search dashboards, Susan, like what's the process that we go through in terms of like curating and replacing, either outdated versions of material, and how do you work with the trainer themselves? Like Gary Drenikoski, for example, right? I mean, he's been doing Kibana since 2020, right? On version 8.55 or 8.56, right? And we all know that Kibana has, every single tools version, there's these improvements. So talk to us a little bit about how you work directly with the instructors themselves on knowing, hey, which material to replace, which material to leave in there.
Yeah, so each time we deliver a new course, the instructor will go ahead and update all the material and update it. A lot of the material includes, most recent screenshots, documentation, any training material. And then we go ahead and once the course class has completed, I go ahead through the recording, clean it up, make sure, take out the long breaks if there's like an hour lunch or break here and there, or a lot of back and forth in the beginning. And I just try to keep just, the pertinent content within the recording. And then I go ahead and upload into the AALP. And I also keep the older content in there too, just in case, not everyone's on the newest version or they still have the older module. And so we go ahead and we keep the newer and older modules within that. If at any time you're looking for a particular subject, topic, module that you don't see within the AALP, you can email me directly, and I'm more than happy to either find it within the AALP, or I can reach out to my instructors also and see what material that we can add or upload to the AALP for you. So, I mean, there's always, if you can't find what you're looking for, please reach out. I'm more than happy to find something for you. Or if you have any questions, if something isn't making sense or you're not connecting the dots with the recording with the PowerPoints or the documentation, also, reach out to me, let me know. I'm more than happy to also reach out to the instructor for, any questions that don't make sense within the documentation. So doors open, call, email, whenever you need, and we're happy to help out.
Great. Sounds good. Well, thanks everyone. And reach out directly to Susan Carinante. There is a discount code available for all Reconnect customers. She has that, and she can apply that to any order that she gets from those of you that are attending on today's call. And yeah, anything else, Susan? I mean, thanks again for doing the demo.
Great. No, I think we're set. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you, Marcus and Susan. Thank you for everybody for joining us today. I did just drop the session evaluation in the chat, so we'd love it if you could